There is so much to go through here that we could never possibly do it in just one video. So here are the bare basics to get started. We're in a straddle handstand, and from there, we don't want to flag our way over. We want to imagine that so if I'm going to the right, I'm going to imagine someone's got me by my right foot and they're pulling me over to the right. So much so that I can feel myself wanting to shift more in towards one arm, and the other arm needed to be less on the floor. Now, while that shift happens, I need to be actively resisting and going into the heaviest elevation that I can possibly go in. Not to confuse that with heaviest flexion, just sliding the shoulder blade higher up the back. Once I can feel that I'm over enough and I'm resisting gravity enough with my elevation, I'm going to allow myself to push in towards the fingertips to get the heel of the hand away. Now, the more I bring my weight above the focus hand, the less this hand will have to be a part of the equation. At the beginning stages, it's just a matter of leaning over enough that we can get up and towards this position. And then as time slowly goes on and we learn your shape, we will get more in towards here. If you're already at the point that you're releasing more than just 5 fingers, we always lead with the thumb, because the thumb is the thing that helps us correct forwards and backwards with the assisting hand. If you can lose the thumb, then we're going to lose the pinky, ring, middle, and finally index is the last finger to come up. We don't want to step the hand out to the side because we do not want to increase the base of support. We want to keep the base of support as small as possible, because the goal here is to make that very fucking small by being just above one arm. I'm in a usual straddle handstand, so I have that arch through the spine. I have my hip flexors pulled on, a degree of tension in the glutes to make sure the legs are pulled away from one another, and the legs need to be tight. When pushing up, it's not a matter of pulling the cheek to the bicep, it's a matter of pulling the bicep towards the cheek. So the shoulder needs to learn to be pulled more medial. Where we look is going to be very dependent on our own anatomy. I actually look roughly in this area here, directly in the middle. But I also know people who look here, and there's no right or wrong. It's just wherever feels natural for your head to sit, that lines up with the rest of your body.